And yay! Okay. Hello, everybody. This is KLTechNerd bringing you another Satisfactory live stream. I'm going to continue doing what I was doing in working on my oil setup. So I got this whole big idea for what I'm going to do for oil. I'm going to need lots and lots of oil, but before I do, what I want to do is get some power into the area. I have tons of power. I need tons of power. And yikes. So far, things are going to get very, very interesting. So I am going to double up some stuff, though. I've kind of decided it would probably be better to do so. Right now, this is what I have set up. This is the power generators that I'm going to have. And what I think I'm going to do is go and build it up. Actually, wait. You know what? I might just go and then do this instead. I don't know. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to... The setup is still going to be what it originally was, which is for a... the plastics and rubber factory, and it's going to be a really high source of power. But what I want to do is I'm going to go and put the alternate recipe to double up on the fuel on this factory, because what it's going to do is allow for me to be able to power everything over here just by running with the factories. And then once I get that going, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the power from this to jumpstart that fuel factory. And eventually I'm also going to start building outward that way until I hit the Christmas factory and the nuclear power plant. But by that time, what I want to do is upgrade it so it's not just 10 items in the factory, but I'm going to upgrade it. I'm probably going to end up tearing a lot of it out, but I'm probably not going to completely tear it down because that would be very, very extensive, and I still would like to do a video on the power plant. That being that that power plant is indeed running at basically 100%, meaning all the nuclear stuff that I create is also getting processed. It's a beautiful, beautiful idea, and it keeps the radiation down, which is fine. It's perfect. And yeah, so basically these guys are going to go... Actually, this guy's probably going to be moved over here. And then this guy, I want to reach over there. And I'm going to continue doing the 4 power plants. Kind of all around the map. But probably not exactly 4 power plants. I'm probably going to go back to the 3 eventually, but... Like, this is going to be one that's added for this particular grid. So just the power grid's going to have the make fuel. Then, like, when you get over there to the nuclear power plant, that's going to have a make nuclear power plant set up. And it's going to pretty much do around exactly that. So, let's continue with what I'm doing over here to get this exact factory up. So, basically, nothing's pretty much changed. I shouldn't say that. Because right here we do have... Let's get some of this stuff done. I'm all for that. So let's figure this out. So we got our rubber and then heavy oil residue. So I need to get that stuff done. And I believe if I go down here, I have pretty much a lot of the piping done. Okay, so that stuff is all coming together. That's perfect. See, I do really bad with my piping, but... this stuff's going to not be visible, so I'm not really that much worried about it all looking perfect. So we got you. Okay, and then that stuff's going there. So you. And I believe I have... Yes, so all the plastic's going over here. All the rubber's going over here, so that's perfect. And then all of the heavy oil residues coming over here. Alright, so let's go up next to this level. So this level's pretty much done. Well, not pretty much, but... yeah, you know what? Let's go and just finish this off. So I'm going to go down here to make sure. So we got, yep. That sandwich layer is done. Perfect. So then I'm going to go up here. You know what? I'm going to go back down here to keep with the trend of what I'm talking about. So that's 20. And Quill Scroll, good afternoon. Good afternoon, man. What is up? I am continuing to work on my rubber factory. Yeah, I'm still going to be using this stuff. The rates are going to be better. It's going to be better set up. So, let's go and... What is up? I hope you're having an awesome day. Or, yeah, good afternoon. That's right, the day's pretty much almost over, so that's great. So, let's connect that, and then I'm going to go over here. Not that one. And let's go over here. And... Okay, so all of this should be draining, so that's perfect. So now just the heavy fluid is building up, which is fine. And if you want to check on it, that's 10 per minute, that's fine. 10 per minute. Your process is dizzying to keep track of, which makes it very confusing. What it seems to be, though, is I keep seeing you tear down your creations and start over with a better idea. Notice that kind of thinking with your stories, too. Well, in the case of with this guy, this is always been worked on in this way. This is 20 heavy oil. I'm going to get the numbers out of my head. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 100. Wait, what? 8. That's 160 plus 20, 180. So yeah, that's 180 heavy oil. I think I actually marked it over here. Yep, I did. Okay, cool. Okay, well, in regards to my stories, I'm still building that factory, but part of the problem with this area is that I don't have enough power to be able to jumpstart that factory. And I figured I could do a really, really cool video on, like, a more miniaturized factory that anybody can build. So, what I'm doing is I'm building this guy up to make it so I can get a hold of all the stuff that I need. So I can jumpstart that factory. And it's not really that I'm tearing stuff down, it's kind of just part of my design process. And in regards to my writing as well being that way, it is what it is. You know, you have an idea. Oh, wow, see, I already have a pipe going up with the heavy oil residue. That's perfect. Okay, so, and then this guy is going to go over here. So that's 60. I have 180 coming up. So I'm going to go take this guy. Well, I can't speak too much for how my thinking process goes, but maybe that's just kind of the way that I am. But in this game in general, you kind of have to tear stuff down to rebuild it. And you should see my nuclear power setup. That is just crazy. But it's kind of the same process, right? Because I go and then I am probably going to tear it up and improve it. And then eventually one day I'm going to be done with it. And then that's when I'll make my video where I'm kind of talking about it and showcasing it. So that is that. We're going to go through you. And then this is where I'm going to go and then make residual fuel. But maybe not. Because it is what it is. Ooh, this is kind of where I need to make some decisions here. So much fun. I think I'm gonna have to go and do the residual fuel, because I think it'll just be better. But in this case, yeah, packaged water. Okay. So 60 per minute. Oh, wait, the numbers change too then, doesn't it? Ooh, neat. So 30 heavy oil becomes that. 30 heavy oil becomes that. 30 heavy oil becomes... Wait, what? let's go over here. 30 heavy oil, right? To 60. Yeah, it seems like you keep changing your mind and sometimes questioning the process as I do it. Like you say to yourself out loud, what should I do with this? Should I put this here? It's my craft. It's my art. So that would be 90 heavy oil. So, theoretically, I need 3 more so I can go with that. Then you do it, change your mind, tear it down, do something else, edit that new idea, but don't totally tear it all down. In my mind, I was just spinning on what you're really trying to do. That's kind of why I try to talk through the process, too, is because I'm hoping that somebody will... that people understand what I'm doing by me explaining it. But my current idea right now... Yeah, I'm just going to go back on what I said again. Kind of feeding into what you were saying, too, but... I'm not that worried. So, 60... Because I do... Like, one of my biggest things here that I am going to end up tearing this thing down, probably, is... If I can take this guy, I can use this guy to make a better factory by doubling up on the fuel, but for me to double up on the fuel, then I can't make a video on it. So, okay, so that's 120, and then this one's 180, so that would be all my heavy oil residue. Perfect. So yeah, I'll sometimes get sidetracked because what I'm doing is I'm looking at it and then saying, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do this or that. But I mean, in actuality, I probably really should keep with what I was originally going to do, because that was also going to include a video where then I can, like, show people, like, what a basic setup would be, which is probably not a bad idea. And this is one of the more... I guess the results is very experimental, that you're trying ideas without doing research and fun. This is the research. This pretty much is the research. And the really, really gnarly part about it is I have tons of paperwork on it. And, like, this idea looks good on paper, but then when you actually do it, it's kind of, you need to... It's like building a house, right? One group of people could say, oh yeah, you can put a staircase back there. Then you actually make it and you're like, wait, that only leaves 1/3 of an inch. That's not good. Wait, what am I doing? I don't need that. Okay, cool. But realistically, though, that is kind of what I'm doing is... When you do things on paper... Sometimes you have to change them, and, you know, sometimes the results will end up better after you change it. But I think I do need to keep important here. And remember that, like, there is a chance to make a video, like, on this particular factory because it's going to be... My aim is to build something that, you know, anybody can build. And that's the important part. And I need to keep that in focus. Okay, I guess the results is very experimental, that you're trying ideas without doing... finding out how good it would be before the start. It's as if results is the only thing you measure. What I'm seeing doesn't seem that organized. Instead, it's like you're trying new ideas for the first time on screen without really thinking things through. You know, it's funny. I have tons of paperwork where I am thinking things through. It just kind of tends to change. So let me see here. So we got you guys, you guys, you guys. And let me see here. We're going to go through here. Plus, my system kind of is more organized chaos anyway, so... That's a word I'm going to use. Organized chaos. And this whole idea is going to be right here. And then this is where I'm going to go I'd admit that paperwork isn't being shown on screen. Maybe a process as complex requires some forethought, but turns out it is too complicated to settle it all on paper. That's kind of how this game is. And then, like, there's other things that I go through thinking, too. Like, I could so easily just put a cable going over there, but if something happens and, like, let's say I want to shut down the factory, then I gotta consider that, and then I might say, oh, see, now that autosave is messing me up. Yikes. Then I can say, you know what would be really cool is to put a switch right there. And then that way... Let me see here. Heavy oil. But yeah, I have a notebook full of the stuff on this. That's crazy. So I have this. It's now powering these guys. And then something happens, like then I go, oh, there is no... That's cool. Okay, so... Okay, so then we do that. How much are you consulting that notebook right now? Right now, not much, but I have it on screen, or I had it on screen before I started the stream, so, I mean, I can remember it. But it's, like I said before, it's really, really difficult, too, because, like, on paper, I wouldn't consider doing this for the power. But when you actually get in there, it's you know, it's covering up some of the messiness, so that's cool. Or, like, another thing that I just recently started doing. But like I said, though, too, before, this whole factory is basically only needed so I can jumpstart everything in there. And some of the stuff, too, like knowing that I can fit, that I need to be able to fit 10 generators up here. It's a digital notebook. Some of it's digital, some of it's not. So, yeah. Let me see here. I'm going to bring it on screen just to show some of what I look at while I'm doing this. Let me see here. Bookmarks. I don't want to clutter up everything, so I'm going to say this. But yeah, my favorite website to use is... Uh-oh, I lost something. Oh, that's cool. Like, my favorite website to use... Okay, I lost it again. Is this one. Because then I can say, like, okay, if I want 20 computers, then I need all this stuff. And, like, with this current setup, I believe I had it at one point right around... Okay, no, that's for the fuel that I can use. But then on here, I can say, like, oh, yeah, I'm going to look up fuel. And say, like, okay, well, I need 120 fuel to be able to run all the stuff. Let me see here. And then I can... Don't know what KL means, but TechNerd does fit considering your YouTube content. Well, thank you very, very much. Yeah, I kind of am going to leave it up to people to guess what KL means. So, okay, so we have the heavy oil up here now. And then, like... Okay, so that guy then goes over here. And this guy should now... Okay, this guy's filling up with heavy oil residue. So that's good. Nope, not kill later. Nice guess, though. So, okay, so this guy is all filling up with this. Now we have the fuel filling up here. And this is where I'm going to make the magics. So, what I would like to do... I just repeated myself multiple times. That's kind of weird. Okay, so... Is, if you look right here, I have the pumps and then the generator pumps. Okay, so what I am going to do, and this is one thing I thought about extensively that I did want to do. I'm going to have to cross these right here, though, which is kind of unfortunate because, wait. Nope, you go all the way up. So this can go up all the way up. Okay, cool. Let's put a wall right here, but nope, it's not kill later. Long story short, TechNerd was actually taken, so I ended up using the initials of my name to come up with the KL. But a lot of people, for some reason, think the K means kill, and I think that's kind of funny. Kill later, TechNerd, basically the Unabomber, very smart but highly technical. It's a good thing I'm not him then. But no, it's actually the first and last initial of my name, and that's all you're gonna get. And why did I just do that? Okay, so let's go up here. But I like getting technical too, so that's cool. I also bought an iPad, or an iPod, strictly because they were going out of stock. And I'm like, I want one last one, so I can mess with it. So, let's go over here. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so this is going to do the same thing. I'm not going to do the generators like I wanted to. I wanted to double up, but I'm not going to. I changed my mind again. Once again, it's not because I didn't plan it through. I actually did plan it through, but the, how do I say this? So generators, that's fine. Generator pumps. And what I'm going to do is bring this guy all the way up here, because this is going to be the fun part. And I will explain what this will do in a minute, so. Alrighty, and thinking about getting a replacement fan for your PC, I have a box full of fans, so I'm not worried. I kind of already put another fan in it, so I'm not that worried, and I'm going to switch cases, and I already have more fans for that case, so it's already been kind of dealt with. I dealt with the situation. Okay, so basically this guy's going to go... Okay, no. I don't want for it to look messy, so let's not do that. But if I go do this... I'm going to put you right here, I'm thinking. Cool beans. Thank you. Actually, right now, my computer's running pretty cold, so that's cool, too. Because what was happening yesterday is that one of the fans stopped spinning, so my computer case was heating up, and I didn't know it at the time. But later on, when I was playing the game, I was looking at my computer, and I was like, wait a minute. That fan's not spinning, but I dealt with it. And if I pull out my computer right here, I can see all the fans are now spinning, which is awesome. So, let's go do that. And let's go do that. So this is going to be a little messy down here, but it's cool because it's all going to be covered up. And let's bring you right here. And let's bring you right here. And then let's bring you all right here. And if I go... And... Interesting that you were immediately prepared to solve the problem with extra fans. What else do you have extra of in case of future problems with your PC? I have extra RAM. I have extra See, this is one of those things that you really can't tell until you're down here in the basement of your machine to get this kind of stuff figured out. But, no, I got my, well, I got spare graphics cards because I took my other one out, so by default, the one that I used to have is now a spare. I have spare fans. I have spare RAM. I have a spare hard drive. Essentially, I could probably make a computer with all the junk that I've kept that are now being used as spares. Okay, come on. Autosave, you're hurting me. But I could probably make a whole nother computer with all the stuff that I have that's older, that now is basically considered spares. In fact, if I could do computer stuff, I totally would do that. Just make a spare PC out of my spare parts. Okay, so we're gonna go do that. That's the fuel, beautiful. And this is where it's gonna get a little goofy, but not too bad. So, here's the magic that I was going to do now that I'm set up to explain it. I will explain it. So basically what happens is the fluid cannot go up this long pipe without help. So, what I do is I'm going to put a pump. And this is going to not be good because this is probably going to jut out the sides, but let's see here. I want to figure this out now. Oh yeah, I'm going to need to fix that. I'll do it in a minute. So basically what happens is... Okay, oh wow, so this stuff's already done. So the pump is on. Now it should go up here. I say should. If you're right, that further verifies the title TechNerd. That is what TechNerd would do. Other TechNerds would nod it with a neutral expression and say, of course. Pretty much. Pretty much. Okay, so I need to move you further back. Which is fine. I'll do that now. Before I forget. So, let's move you over here. But of course! I feel like I saw that in a movie at one point. Of course. And that might be the right location. Might be, being the word. You know, I'm just going to go move that again. 2... Okay, so is this straight? That is straight. Beautiful. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go up here now. And let's put you right here. And this is kind of why I was putting the power switches. So I'm going to put one right here. Although, to be honest, if you're actually watching this, you don't need the power switch. I'm just doing it so I could complicate everything. So let's go. Power is off. Remember Mr. Bison spinning around and declaring, of course! Maybe that's where I saw that from. That would make sense, though. But of course. Okay, so let's go do that. So this guy should be filling up. Come on. Uh-oh. Okay, so you're full. You're not. Huh. Okay, so... There we go. So now that's that. No power. That's fine. So if I turn you on, it'll go... Boop. Now this guy should be... Okay, this guy's filling up. This guy is not. It's filling up kinda, maybe, sorta, so... Was that Mr. Bison who said that? I don't know. That would be funny, though. I'm quoting a movie I don't think I've ever even seen. Okay, so... That's fine. Let's go put you right there. Okay, so you're filling back up. Autosave. But see, this is kind of what I'm talking about, too, when it comes to this game, so... There we go. There's the fuel flowing. Beautiful. So, basically what happens is that... And I could actually yeah, let's go do that first. Power... fuel generator... Let's put you right here. And then I'm not even sure if this is a good idea, but I'm going to check it out first. Further meaning I'm probably going to have to tear everything out, because that's my style forever. So let's go do that. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say you're right here. And that seems odd. I'm gonna... Let me see here. So let's get rid of the middle one for right now. And I'm gonna have to count these. So, sorry if you don't like counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. So, one is over there, one is over there. And then one is over here. And then I'm going to put one right here. And then it should be even at one point. You know, it'd be great if that thing wasn't blocking my way, though. So, I'm going to go and then put you guys right here. And which way looks more even? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Okay, cool. And then this side should be the same thing. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Okay, so... And if you look, both of these sides are kind of even. Even Mr. Smithers' screensaver of Mr. Okay. From Birthday Cake saying it's still robotic voice. Smithers, you're so... Okay. You know, I've never seen Simpsons, so I'll believe you on that. But definitely, let's go do that. I'm going to put you right here. I'm going to put you right there. And now that I have an idea, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you look, that's pretty darn even. And then this guy is going to go right here. Thanks, Satisfactory, for blocking my view with your parts list. Okay, and then that guy's pretty even. So now we have all 10 of them nice and even. Each one takes a total of 150 megawatts. And it takes 12 fuel, so 120 fuel. We are good. And I am going to scream. Yeah, I'm going to scream. This one is not even. No, I was so close. But yeah, dude, I've never seen The Simpsons, so I'm just going to take your word for it. That those words were said. It only makes it even funnier, though, that I'm quoting a TV show I have not ever seen. So, now, let's go and put you guys right here. And I'm going to keep you like that. Autosave. Turn it right there. Turn it right there. Turn it right there. Put you right there. Turn you right there. Dum 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 dum. And this is where it's going to get fun. So we're going to put you right there. And then you right there. And that means I just need to connect you guys. You guys. And then you guys. I could prove it, but don't think this chat will allow me to input web links. It probably will not. Don't worry about it. I believe you. Or if you really, really want to, you could share with me on Discord. That's cool, too. Because I do have a Discord. And I really need to get that Discord set up, too. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so next up, let's go put you guys right here. I'm going to put you right here. And then you right here. Now, when the fuel hits this part, it's going to want to split. So that's why I'm doing it this way. Because what it should do then is split and be distributed a little more even than it could be. Okay, see? I just did that. You got a Discord handle, Sarcastic Shock. Oh, wow. You know, I do. I need to use Discord more often, though. I haven't been on it in like 3 months. So, let's go put you guys right there. And let's go put you right there. But yeah, I really need to get... I eventually would like to have a Discord chat set up for this place, but I have not yet. There we go. There's the fuel that we need, so... There we go. Need night vision goggles in this game sometimes. You know, I should have remembered to leave that on. There is a light, and I should really remember to leave it on, but right now, like, I kind of tend to forget things like that, so sorry for anybody else who wanted for me to do something so everybody can see better. I keep forgetting that that OBS makes this a lot darker than it should be. And that's one of the problems with OBS that I don't like. But, like, I could see it in my game, so I'm like, I'm okay. But I keep forgetting that, like, there's people watching, and, like, they might not be able to see. So, thank you, Quill Scroll, for saying that. I put on the light, so maybe it'll make it easier to see. Maybe. Let's go put you like this. So now I should get more fuel in here. Uh-oh. Okay, so see. Why is it climbing so little? Bows, you're welcome, and it does help. Okay, good. I'm glad that it helps. Sorry about that. So, this is where it's going to get really funny. I think I know what probably happened, and that's not good. But I can't fix it right now, so I'm going to go and fix it on my way down. And what this does... Oh my goodness, autosave. You're hurting me so much. You know, my computer does still feel warm, but it's not as much. Like, it's funny how, like, hot it was yesterday versus how hot it is right now. And let's go do that. Funny, like, ha-ha, ho-ho, or hee-hee. Well, I don't really go ha-ha, ho-ho, or hee-hee, but... It's more funny like, huh. Or more funny like, no way. Yes way. Okay, so you guys are climbing a lot less. Not connected. So, let's go, and I'm going to do a architecture thing right here that I think will look better than having just the power lines to the funny farm where life, if beautiful at times. You know, I don't know, maybe. So let's go and then do this. What's my build mode? Good. Let's do that now. So I can zoop it all. There we go. Much better. Okay, so... And then, like, if I go down here... Man, I didn't say if, I said is. Oh, okay. It's fine. I understood. Little bit. And let's go be... Big frame. Tell me this is going to work. Oh, beautiful. It matched. That's awesome. See, that's some of the things that happens, too. Because sometimes you start it and you're like, I don't know if that's going to look good. And then I look at it and I'm like, that looks a lot better than I thought it did. Okay, so let's go down. Don't bring me down, down, down. Do-do-do. Just tell me once more. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Don't bring me down, down, down. And then let's go do this, and then perfect. So let's go attach you, and then attach you. Next, I'm going to go like that. And I'm trying to do this to clean up the cables so I'm not having these crooked towers, and it kind of adds a design element, but if anybody doesn't want to do this, that's cool too. By all means, build the way that you would like to. Okay, and then let's go do this. And... Put a power switch right here. Power switch right here. And connect these two. Oh, haha. So, oh yeah. That's fine. Let's go, and then I will connect you up here. And then I will connect you right here. And there we go. But yeah, no worries. I knew what you meant. And, oh my goodness, come on. There we go. Okay, cool. And let's move you like this, you like that. Okay, cool. So next, build a wacky and dangerous chocolate factory that would give you lawsuits up the butt. Yes, definitely. That would be cool. I would play that game if I could make a chocolate factory that would give me lawsuits up the butt. Oh yeah, no worries. He's just going to become part of the Laffy Taffy. I never understood that movie. 5 generators. Generatory. My goodness, I hit the wrong key again. 5 generators. 5 generators. Generatory. Okay. That's cool, right? I wish I could make chocolate in this game. That'd be cool. All you can make is freaking metal and stuff. Which I guess is okay, too. Now, let's go over here and fly down here. We have... the generators are right here. That's cool. Okay, so now, let's go right over here. Not understanding the movie might be a good thing. It's a measurement and testament to your... not understanding the movie might be a... okay. Well, I didn't say that I didn't understand the movie. I just don't understand, like, how all these kids are put in dangerous situations, and he never did get sued out of his butt. Like, I'm kind of amazed. Like, wow. Okay, so now you're going to go over here. That's the pump. Actually, this guy can probably go bye-bye. Maybe. And let's go and then bring you right here. So now, this guy is not powered. Okay. So the whole reason why I put the pumps on a different power line than the generators is because I can do neat little things now, like turn this on, and you're not connected to anything. Huh. I think I know what's going on. So the generators are on the inside. We're going to go back. So the generators are on the inside again. Inside again. Inside again. That's cool. Okay, so let's go do that. Nothing still. Okay, I think I know what happened. That's cool. Disconnect. Lights, factories, power plant, oil. Power plant. Okay, so yeah, I just need to do this. Singing, fly with me and you will see in a world of pure imagination. Take a look and you'll see into my imagination. Definitely. Definitely. There. Okay, so now if I go over here These guys all should be... Huh. Okay, so all of these guys are basically running production... Alright, so... Okay, so why are you... Oh. What? Okay. So let's go and then put you right here. Later on, you should take a look into your own YouTube videos to see what everyone else sees with your OBS thing. You know, I'm a little afraid that you said that. Like, it worries me that, what, does everything look like, not good? Alrighty, so I could do one better than that. Shoot. Let me see here. Give me 5 seconds. I'm gonna have to turn down the volume on this doohickey. But... I can then go and watch it right now with everybody else. That is cool. Well, you can be judge of that since you have a comparison experience. Okay, cool. So now you're doing that. Okay, something's not getting... Oh. So there we go. This is still not working. What is going on here? It should be. Okay, so it's going to say no fuel. Okay, cool. That I can deal with. So, operational. Let's go down the circuit. So, fuel pump. Okay, so I'm going to call this guy fuel pump. This guy has fuel. Okay. This guy has fuel. I think I know what's going on. Okay, cool. So, aha. Well, that solves some of it, but why not? Okay, so... I forgot one. That should be fine, though. So, let's go. Now, what I think might help, and you could actually help me out a lot with that, Mr. Scroll, is I think what might help is if I don't have... if I don't hit the run button as soon as I go. Like, right now I'm not hitting the run button. Maybe that'll help slow things down a little bit so it's easier to follow. So, I got you guys. Just that way I'm not, you know, bouncing up and down so much. Okay, so we got you. Somewhere along the lines, everything got kind of... goofy. So let's go... Okay, so... Okay, so I need to figure out why. Do I need another pump up here? Oh, okay, so that explains a lot of it. That's good. I think the graphics are fine, just a little dark. If it's your thought process and technical stuff that I can't follow, only observant. Okay, so, and that stuff I can fix pretty easy. Ah, see, now it's doing that. Oh, much better. Much better. Okay, so, by all means, use the run button. Gets you where you need to go faster. Okay, cool. Now, this guy, still insert fuel? Really? Okay, so let's go over here. Okay, so I know what part of the problem is. Flow rate's so low. Uh-huh. The only time it skips is during your autosave process, but I think you're getting that at your end too, so yeah. Alrighty. You know, I might just have to, that explains some of it, too. Huh. You know, I'm just gonna have to, I think, break my own game. Rule and do this. So, if anybody else is confused about what I'm doing, I'm going to explain it really, really fast. Basically, right now I was using MK1 pipes. That line is where the oil pressure starts getting too low. So then you need to put a pump before that line to help put the oil up. So if I go and then put a pump right there, then now it'll go up to a new line. But if I put another one right there, I can see... Are you actually going down the line now? It is! Beautiful! Yay! I might just double it up a little bit, though, just to make sure that the oil gets where it needs to go. So, okay, so now we're going. Why are you not going? And I'll give everybody a quick roundup after I'm done with this part. Okay, so you're going there. Now that's starting to rev that up, which is good. That's building up back pressure. That's fine. That's building up back pressure. That's fine. Okay, so while I'm waiting for all this stuff to get up, let's go over really, really fast what I'm doing in this video and why it's so important. I already kind of explained the pumps and what was going on with those, so... I'm not really going to go on to it more, but what this is this is what I like to do when I build a tower of resources. So this floor is taking in 300 oil and then turning it into 180 heavy oil. Actually, for once I understood that those machines are trying to pump the oil up against the flow of gravity. Pretty much. So this stuff is going and... I'm taking oil, I'm getting rubber, and then I'm getting heavy oil. The heavy oil is the important part because that's what I'm using for fuel. Now I'm getting rubber and heavy oil, except for at this end where I take the same 30 oil, but now I'm getting 10 heavy oil for 20 plastic. So I'm getting 20 plastic for the heavy oil. Then the heavy oil is getting pumped up to this level where I'm taking the heavy oil and then making fuel. So, right here, I have 40 fuel getting made at each one of these machines. Then that's 80. So then that's 120 fuel. So, now it goes from 120 fuel all the way up to this level, where now it goes to these generators. these generators are taking 12 fuel and then turning it into power. There's 10 generators, so that's using up a total of 120 fuel. Now, to fix this issue with it doing this, I probably am going to have to do something kind of ugly. Or I might do something a little silly. Okay, in-game with infinite resources, why are any of this necessary? You already have as much oil, heavy oil, plastics, and rubber that you want, right? Well, the reason why is because I want to build a mega factory. So all of this stuff is leading up to what is eventually going to be a mega factory. And in that mega factory, I want to take, like, let's say these manufacturers. Hi, manufacturer. And make, like, let's say, if I want to make a thermal propulsion rocket, I need to make a modular engine, or 2.5 modular engines, 1 turbo motor, 3 cooling systems, and then 1 fused modular frame, just to make that 1 propulsion rocket. Well, that takes 2 minutes to make, which means that to make 1 per minute, then I need to have 2 of these machines. So then I need to double up on these resources, and these resources get kind of expensive. Like, if I wanted to make a 1 turbo motor, then I would need to take that turbo motor and then make 7.5 cooling systems, 3.75 radio control units, 7.5 motors, and then 45 rubber. So all that stuff is going into just making those 10. I have an idea. Actually, you know what? Let me go and bring that up. So if I wanted to, like, let's say do this. My plan for a mega factory, just a huge, gigantic factory, it would involve building 20 of the thermal propulsion rockets. So then I need to make everything to be able to make that thermal propulsion rocket. It's not just about having what you need, it's about how fast you can do it. So then to make an assembly director system, you need 80 of these. To make a magnetic field generator, you need to make 80 of these. So making all of this stuff, you need to have, and to make it efficiently, you need to have a large, large factory. And right now in this area, I don't have enough factories to be able to produce enough power. Let me see here. Right now, in this area, I only have these 10 generators making me enough power to run that thing. So what I want to do is get this guy running so I can get a bunch of power saved up to get that factory running. And then once I get this factory running, which is going to be a lot bigger than this, so don't worry, then I can produce all my plastic that I'm going to need in this area of the map. So in this area, there's going to be a mega factory just making plastic stuff. And then controlling the oil stuff. Then up here, I'm going to have a new nuclear factory. But again, with infinite resources, don't you already have infinite supply of everything you need to create everything? What isn't endless according to these mods? Well, for one thing, it's not about using the mods to do it. I'm only using the mod to fly. I can get myself those resources, but that doesn't give you bragging rights in this game. It just means that if I use the code to give myself the stuff, then it just means I use the code to give myself the stuff. It's not... See, this is giving me problems right now. It's even, too, so I don't know why it's doing that. Oy. Okay, so... Let me see here. I'm trying to keep everything pretty low, but I'm going to see if this fixes it, because if this fixes it, I might just have to... Actually, I kind of think I already know what's going on, and it's not good. Nope. So, Seems to me you're constructing all these machines and walls without costing anything because you can keep on doing it without running out of supplies to keep on going. Yes and no. You know, I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it. So, pipeline. I'm doing it because I have a mod installed that's taking away the build cost. And I'm using a flying mod so I can fly. Otherwise, you would have to watch me go down all the time to get supplies. And I feel like that would be a lot of unnecessary padding. So I do have the mod activated for that, but there's... Like, I want to have a factory running without the mod. You know what I mean? So 1, 2, okay. Because otherwise, I feel like I don't really have bragging rights. I'm going to go do this. Because I think that's probably part of what's causing the problem. And let's go take you. I'm going to move you. And let's go put you. So if you can keep on constructing these machines, why do you also have infinite oil? Why don't I also have those? Because I do not have a mod for that. Because there are some mods that kind of help you, and then there's other mods that are kind of cheaty. So, I mean, I could, but that's no fun. And I'll fly over and show you one of the reasons why you would want to... Actually, I think I already accidentally activated it. Whoopsie. So, let's go. And then do... Oh, okay, so... Yeah, I have these two connected. There we go. Okay, so you should be getting power, right? Oh, you don't have resources, that's why. Okay, so... And I'm gonna put you right here, because that will hopefully... There we go. Okay, so let's go do that now. And then let's go put you right... Uh-oh. I made a mistake. And, alright. There's also a space elevator that the whole idea in this game is to try to build. And I might have accidentally already activated it, but... The, part of the idea, too, is to get that space elevator fixed. So you can, let's go do this. Uh-oh. No. My whole idea was to build without using the higher level stuff. So let's go put you right here. And... Oh my gosh. Okay, why are you not... Okay, so you now you're doing that. Okay. I might have to bump up the pipes, though. That's going to be unfortunate. Because you're not filling up for some reason. I don't really know why. Okay, so now you appear to at least have some gas in you. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. So now you're doing that. Okay, so see, this is... means it's working at least. So let's go do this. You know, I feel like I gotta shut this off for right now to maybe make sure that this thing's working. Okay, so this guy will start doing more, which is fine. See, now it's doing that weird breathing thing. That's not what I want. I want for it to fill up and be full. Okay, so now you're pumping. That's good. Now you're pumping. You're pumping. Okay, okay, good. So now this thing's pumping. And then this is pumping. Okay, cool. So we're doing that now. Okay, cool. Now what I'm going to do that's different over here is I'm going to put you over this thing over here. And what I'm going to do now is put you right here. And then connect that over here. And let's put a valve here and then open it up. Actually, you know what? No, let's not do that. Let's go... That's close enough, right? 150. And then I'm going to be this guy and then do this. And then do that. And go this way. Now, the whole idea of doing this pump in the first place is what I'm trying to do is overcome the fact that the pipe can only have 300 items in it at one time. So, by having two pipes, that means that theoretically I could carry 600 fuel up to these generators. So if, by all means, that's the reason why it's acting up, because it cannot carry that much fuel, then essentially what I just did is I gave myself one pipe that can act as a extra, and because this pipe goes all the way into the back and then fills up this back part, these pumps can now help get more and more fuel. So theoretically these generators should start working easier, and I shouldn't get that weird effect where it might take me a couple of extra seconds anyway, where it's taking a few seconds to get everything started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the generators and turn you off. And the reason why is because now I can tell that there's two generators working off of this. Now there's one, two. So what I can do now is monitor and then say, okay, yeah, so there's only... now there's 0. So it's still acting sloshy, so that's weird. See, this is the problem that I was having with my nuclear plant that was making it act up. It acted sloshy. Okay, so now it's going 300. What I can do, though, too, is I can go up here and say, like, okay, so now that one's acting. And then that one's not working, that one's not working. So, for some reason, it's not really doing that great. Okay, so why? Okay, so this is why I did that before, so you can kind of see. So now I can kind of tell. Okay, so you're going that way. I'm looking for the blue line. That'll tell me where everything's kind of going. Okay, so I'm getting more working now. It might have just been a goof. Or it might have just taken a few seconds to get everything running. So now we have the generators. Okay, so we have a 1,050. It's still not running perfect, though. 900, okay. There we go, 1,200. I hit that for a quarter of a second. See, this is where I feel like I want to get cheaty, because I want to get it all working as... Oh, autosave. But I can see it's working, so I know it's the pumps. Actually, if you go over here... Quill Scroller, are you still on? I'm so curious. Okay, so what I can do right now is put this guy right here. So, yeah, see? Actually, that buffer thing, maybe I should... What I might end up doing is putting a buffer on my generators and seeing if I could get that to iron out, because the two tube things didn't work. Yes, you are. Awesome, cool. I was kind of worried because you didn't comment for a bit, and I was like, uh-oh. You know, sometimes you just gotta wonder. Okay, so... You know what? I might just end up doing that. I don't like the idea, but I think I need to put the buffer here. Otherwise, it might just keep doing that weird fuel thing that it likes to do. So let's go put you right here, and I'm going to put you, take you away. So let's... But see, this is also why I built the... Yeah, sometimes I do have to get off for whatever reason. Okay, no worries. Well, thank you very much for stopping on by to start with. I don't like this, but I'm going to do it. Gotta do it for reasons. I understand that. So let's go do this. And see, now my computer's starting to heat up. Oh my gosh. That's silly. You're welcome. No worries. What's that one song? Don't worry, be happy. So see, this is kind of what I did with the nuclear setup too, is I started experimenting to try to get it working. And this is one of the problems too with like real life stuff too, is that sometimes, you know, you plan things on paper and then it doesn't quite work out exactly the way that you want it to. So then you go, okay, now I need to go back to the drawing board and fix out this stuff, because practically it was a good idea. It's just that it didn't quite work out that way in execution. Okay, so I'm going to go put you right here. And I'm going to go take you away because that's what I do. And what do you know? I did need this guy, so I'm going to go up here now. And let's put another pump right here. And then I'm hoping that'll reach. So if I put a pump... Let's go back. Okay, cool. So there we go. Let's go do that. And then this guy is going to go down here. Alrighty, so... Let me see here. Okay, so we're going to go do that. And toggle build mode. That looks slightly better, I think. And... See, for some reason it's not connected. I don't know why. And next I'm gonna go do this. And let's connect you. Right up there. Now that should give me... Okay, good. So it is getting fuel there. And you know what? Let's go put a valve right here. So if I want to, I can manually go up and then turn it off. So see, now all the fuel's going up there. And just to make sure... Actually, wait. Let me go over here. Alright, so... Alright, cool. So that guy is now moving this guy all the way up here. I did turn off the fuel right here, so... we should be good. And what should be happening now... is let's go and get rid of you guys, because I think the extra pipe didn't really help anything. Alright, beautiful. So now we're going to go over here. Is the buffer full? The buffer's kind of nearly almost full. Perfect. Now, if the fuel's pumping it at about 150 per minute, that means that this guy should be pretty darn set. So let's go. Let this guy fill up a bit more. Actually, that's probably enough. And then let's go put you right here. That's fine, because this guy's probably just draining this part. This guy's off, so he should be letting it all... it should be letting it all back up. And... So let's go. Okay, so for anybody who wants to see the thought process, basically, once you get everything working, they don't need maintenance and break on their own, right? No, they don't. Not right now. Please don't give the devs ideas, though, because that would be awful. And I would not like that very much. So... let's go and open this guy up. Okay, so now you're opening up at about 1. That's cool. The flow rate's filling up. See? So okay, so the flow rate is going up. That's beautiful. But yeah, everything works and you don't need to maintain it. And I'm hoping that they keep the game that way, because that would stink. Okay, so, yeah, this guy's draining now. So, the whole basic idea of the buffer is that the fuel fills up right here, and then, theoretically, it should make that stuff easier to, no power. Huh. Okay, you guys are being really stinkers, you know that? So let's go and then do generators on. Okay, so now we're going up to 18,000, 16. It should hit 3,000 on its own to be for sure 100% free of all problems. So let's see here. Okay, so that guy started up. That one's still off. That one started up. Okay, see, that guy worries me, because this guy should theoretically be the most well-fueled generator out of all of them. Flow rate. Okay, I don't know why the flow rate's going down so much, though. See, that's my problem. The flow rate's messing with me. It's totally not my own silliness. It's the flow rate, I promise. Do I need to put another pipeline up here? Because I will. That shouldn't stick out the side, right? Okay, so that, hopefully... I'm just wondering if there's, like, something over here that's making it not fill up as much as it should. Because flow rate is 0. So there's nothing to flow, and then all of a sudden, on this one, it's kind of bouncing. That guy goes bouncing. This guy's bouncing. Error, YouTube's not receiving enough video to mainstay the smooth stream. That's wonderful. Okay, so it looks like the buffer might made things worse. That's not good. Alrighty, you know what? That's not good. Okay. That guy was running so perfect, though. But yeah, maintenance would be awful in this game. I would not like it if I had to do maintenance. So I kind of know what's happening. There's not enough fuel getting to these guys to be able to power all of them. Wonder what would happen if I just... this is the point of everything where I just start questioning what I was doing. So what if it was only powering half? Okay, so there we go. Okay, so that guy's still doing. Okay, so see, when it goes up like that, that's not good. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to see if I could at least get half of these guys to run. One guy, maybe? One guy? This is pathetic, but one guy maybe running? Come on, one guy should be able to run, right? Okay, fine. So that's 0. Why is that guy 0? I'm trying to isolate the problem. Because if I can figure out... Okay, so that guy's still doing that. You know what? I'm just going to start tearing stuff up, because that's what gets stuff done sometimes. There's no power. Why is there no power? There's that. Okay, so this guy's bringing you power. This guy's bringing you power. And then if I go over here, you're connected to the power. So what do I need to turn it on and then back off again? I mean, I wish that'd be an easy fix. Okay, so this guy is doing that. Huh. Okay, so you're still not getting fuel. What is up? So, let's put you right here. And redoing all of this might... Well, that's cute. Okay, so now we have this guy. Okay, so once again, you're still getting a bunch of fuel. Flow rates are kind of improved. That's good, I guess. You know, I can't believe I didn't think of this before. There's you. There's two of you. Ah, that explains a lot of it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this whole time I was trying to look for a solution that might have been right in front of me. That makes more sense. Okay. So you know what? Before I go back up there trying to see if I could get just that one generator to work, let's go... Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot about that. Let's go down here. And then let's go down here. And fine, I will do that. Okay, so... Next up... That's my up zone, so this is going to be my down zone. And actually, yes. Got an aha moment. I enjoy those. I do enjoy those. Very much so. Let's put you right here. Because you're going to be very important from this point out. I'll hook you up to that power grid. I don't care. So, let's go and put you right here. But yeah, I do like those aha moments. They're nice. They're pretty cool when they happen. So, I'm gonna go... This is where the storage is, right? So, I'm not gonna worry too much about you. The plastic. Because I'm not making that much plastic, but the rubber definitely. The rubber needs to hit the road. So let's do a smart splitter for right here. And then I'm going to set the left and the right to overflow. Then I'm going to go do that. Put you right here. There we go. Okay, so that'll solve any future problems from happening. Okay, so you entered this floor by taking out the wall, then putting it back. Well, this is one way to use a door. Pretty much. But when I get to the point to where I'm doing this stuff, I'm like, you know... I don't really want to go and spend a bunch of time on setting up doors that I'm probably never going to want to use. So... let's go there. And now, I'm going to go over here, where I can go up. Teehee. Autosave, you're a goof. Okay, so now I'm going to go and put needlessly complicated belts all over here. Now that this guy's doing this guy shouldn't, and he isn't, taking any more rubber because that stuff's not getting used anymore. I'm going to have to try to figure out how to fit the plastic one in there eventually. Okay, so if I go up here, it should be working now. Okay, so let me explain. I said should be. Probably it'll take a couple minutes just to get solved. So let's... okay, so that's now getting filled up. Slowly but surely, the heavy oil residue is filling up. That's good. Okay, so that guy goes like that. Okay, so there's 13 fuel right here, so this is backing up a bit. Alright, so we're gonna go over here. And then that goes up here. Oh, how cute, I still have that there. Go just do that. Because hopefully that'll free up some pipe. Alright, so what I think happened is I was so focused on trying to solve the one problem that was in front of me, I didn't check further on down the line. Okay, so that's tons of fuel now. I'm gonna test something now. Because this guy should be filling up very quickly, and it's not. And that's kind of weird to me. Okay, so this guy's filling up. This guy's barely filling up. This guy should be filled up, but it's not. The flow rate going down makes sense for this guy. But the fluid should then be pushing into over here. So I'm trying to figure out why is it not doing that. Okay, so you have that. You're operational, so now it's 0. Okay. See, what I don't understand is it says there's no power, but yet What are you doing? Come on. Pipeline hole. Let's go like that. And it's still... What is going on? Do you just not like having the pipeline floor hole here? That's fine. Something's getting buggy with this game. Because it says no power, but... Autosave, you're really not helping. Because it says right here there's even power, so why does it say no power? Unless it meant no fuel, but now I have... That guy's turned off. Turned off. The fuel's going somewhere. I know that much. The fuel's backed up in here. It's backed up in here. It's backed up in here. So it needs to get burned off somewhere. You know what? Are you not going to be as silly as the last guy? Turn you on. Okay, so you're at least starting. That's good. Okay, so see, it runs out of fuel, so then it says no power, but... So that's what it's trying to tell me. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. Okay, so see, now this guy's flow rate is going huge. That's good. And this guy's full, so this guy's getting drained into here. Did I just fix it? Are they being a butt? Pretty much. Oh my gosh, that was the problem. Oh my gosh, really? Okay, so see, that's one of the reasons why I don't like valves. I put a valve right here, it stopped working. But now that I don't have the valve there, this is working just fine. And that's one of those cases, too, where I'm like, really? I'm going to connect this pipe segment. If everything starts mysteriously working, I'm going to call this a big success. Sometimes you feel like a butt, sometimes you are. Almond Joy's got... Okay. Haha. I get what you're saying. Now this guy gets power, so now we got 2 generators working. Three. 4, 5. So all 5 of these should be running non-stop. everything's running fine. Don't tell me it was just that one valve. I need to do this again. Just to purposely break it. Okay, so now it's suddenly working. But if I tighten it up and do this... I'm gonna need to check later on to make sure that this thing's not the... Like... Maybe it was going in the wrong direction by accident and I didn't realize it. Because that's just goofy. So there was a few problems in there that was starting it. Alright, so actually these are fine. That one's on. That one's on. That one's on. Actually, being a bud is a pretty good way to summarize it. It was obviously the game that was being a bud, not me. I'm perfect. Okay, okay, come on. Don't. Autosave. Okay, so now this guy... So theoretically speaking, this entire setup should be working non-stop. Oh, something not acting right. Bask in your perfection. Pretty much. See, I turned this off, so it should be choking off some of these. Shake fists in a pretend threatening way. Bask in it. Yes, of course, sir. Okay, let's do this. I'm actually getting slightly irritated, so let's do this and just go boop. And then what it should be doing is it should be letting me get all of these running now. But you know what? I'm just going to do this. See, now it's suddenly going up. I'm going to do this because I don't really want to go all the way up here to get it to shut off. And I think the valve is what was causing the problem in the first place. Okay, so now we're getting a flow rate of wicked fast. So now, see, now these ones are... Two of them are not working. Three... The only other thing I can say that might help, too, and I'm just going to start doing this stuff because reasons. I didn't really like the idea of having the thing up here anyway, so let's try this. And I want... to put this guy right up here. And let's put you up here. Okay, come on. Mom, the game's being weird again. Okay, so let's do that. Ah. The fact that I took out that one pipe pump and that it did that is kind of worrying me. Okay, so let's do that. The fact that the piping is giving me such a hard time is so goofy. There we go. Okay, cool. So now you're filling up. Beautiful. Autosave. Let's go attach you to right there. Okay, so let me explain. So what's happening is that there's still a problem with head lift in this build of the game. So what I did is I made this little U-joint, because what this does is it tells the computer, if you saw that one blue part, that meant that it couldn't go past that one point technically. So I could get some oil getting stuck. So instead I put a pump on the bottom right there to hopefully get it above the point. So now all the generators should be getting power. And I don't need the buffer. So I don't have this big, disgusting buffer anymore that's kind of creating an eyesore. So since now I have... Oh my gosh. Really? Okay, there we go. So now all the oil that I need is going up here. And all these generators appear to be getting power. So with less equipment, I actually got the same effect I wanted. And then if I go up here, I can see... Okay, why are you not creating? Okay, so I'm still getting one generator that's not active. That's weird. I kind of think I know why, though. And it has mostly to do with head lift. I think I'm just going to bug out and be silly. Because I've been working on this for far too long. And I got other ideas I want to do. Okay, so if you're like that, what I'm going to do then... more that's in there, the more that can go wrong. Definitely. So this is my solution that's kind of my end-all, be-all solution. Because I don't want to spend so much time on this thing that it's getting goofy. Okay, so this thing's getting rid of the rubber. That's perfect. Now that should give me the full 3,000, and let me explain. Beautiful. So see... Oh, really? Yeah, you guys are gonna... More that's in there, the more that can go up. Just a different kind of pipes. Okay, so let me explain, because this is where I probably should explain. Now it's going full max. This is the pipe MK2. It has a major buff of 400 meters of fluid per minute. This is 300. I don't know why, but for some reason this thing did not want to work at 120. Although, to be honest, it probably really should have. I'm wondering now if I change it back, is it going to magically work? I'll change it back, but off can't. Okay, see? It's still not working 100%. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the unthinkable. I'm going to do what I didn't want to do. And let me do this. Okay, there we go. That's beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to go up there. Don't think about it because it's unthinkable. Well, I didn't want to do it. That's all that I meant. And it's those things that I didn't want to do that kind of hurt in the end when you end up doing them. Okay, so what are you doing? Actually, that one MK2 should be getting... the entire pipe. I broke it. Okay. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay, so the flow rate is up. But the power should be more... You know, it's things like this that makes me just... kind of sad inside. Why are you not working, though? You should be getting more than enough fuel. Okay, so see what's happening is it's going down, it's going down. Oh, it runs out of fuel, so then it stops running. Okay, so now... it makes you a sad panda, pretty much. Okay, so now that guy should definitely be increasing the head lift. There's one other solution that I have, but I'm not happy with it. But I might have to do it, so... But I've been spending way too much time on this thing anyway to be spending too much more on it. But it's not even making enough power right now. Why can't it be like that one and run perfect? Or is it this one that's acting up? I'm not seeing any smog coming out from those three. Nope, that one's running perfect, so... That was 3 different machines, so that's why. That's goofy. Okay, so... Yeah, I'm just gonna go do it. Sometimes in life, you just gotta jump. So... how many power shards do I have? Ooh, I'm not even gonna do it. I'm just gonna do this. So let's go do that. And then I'm going to go and then build you up to just a little bit more. So now it needs 60 heavy oil residue. And then this guy needs 60. Wait, what? 90. Okay, cool. So it's 30 extra that it can run. And then what I'm going to do with this guy is I'm going to go and put a shard in you. So what you should be doing see, this is the crazy part too. Why are you going? Wait, what? Hold on. Pinkie Pie says, so what you're telling me is if I have the courage to jump, the parachute will open. Oh, that actually is even simpler than what I did. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? That's really bad. I should have thought of that. Oh wow, I think I figured it out. So, okay, that's different. Let's take the power shards out of you guys, though. Because if I don't need the power shards, let's not worry about it too much. Glad I didn't start redesigning everything, though. Okay, so I think I figured out what the problem was. Those two plastic ones were not connected to the machines that took out the heavy oil residue. So I was short 20 heavy oil residue, which means that these guys were processing as fast as they could, but I wasn't getting as the full 120 fuel that I needed. I'm gonna start taking this stuff apart again, though. Maybe later. Right now, I think I'm just gonna watch and see what happens. But the 120 fuel that I was not getting, or the like 12 fuel that I was not getting, is probably enough to be able to go past the... Yeah, I think I figured it out. So this should be a solid 3,000 now, eventually. Which one's not working? Let's go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so see, now you're going up and down normally. That's good. Aw. See, it's... Okay, so now we're hitting 3,000. It's slowly getting back up. There's just a little bit of some headroom that I think is causing some issues. But I keep finding problems with this guy, so maybe it's something else. But it's now sometimes hitting 3,000. It wasn't doing that before. And if it hits these at the back, it's because they're the furthest away from the input, so I guess that makes sense. This guy is really bad, though, because this guy's right up close to the... pipe, so it should be getting, like, the max fuel. Can I just take you out? Aw. But my main problem right now seems to be that there's less... Oh, see? Oh, there we go. That's beautiful. I'm gonna time this for a second. Oh, see, it's... Okay, there we go. Okay. It's at 3,000. That's good. 150. Not good. 3,000. Good. So slowly it's starting to stabilize. That's good. My main problem... Oh, maybe it's actually done now. Nope. Okay. You're gonna still be a goof, aren't you? Okay. You know, it's stuff like this, though, that makes me just think, yeah, let's just power shard a couple stuff. It's not that important. So what's going to happen? Okay, so we're going to do this. Now, if it doesn't react better with this, then there's a big problem with the piping, and I need to figure it out. Hi. Oh, hi. Same thing. Now we get 30. So we get 5 more heavy oil residue. That's good, because... You know what? I'm just going to go do this. Because I don't really want to do this for too much longer. 20 heavy oil residue. Okay. Give it time. So what will happen eventually if I do this is it should hit 3... See, I would give it time, but right now it's sometimes hitting close to close to 250. That's where I start looking at it and I start saying, okay, that's not good. The only real problem that I run into now is if I do the new math for it, is now I need 30 more heavy oil residue. 30 more. And then ye old plastic is only giving me 10 more. So I could run into a very, very goofy problem. Okay, so that's... What I need to do is I need to get this up to 30. So that I don't starve the other devices. Need some Oompa Loompas to check and maintain the machines. Pretty much. Oh my goodness, I just turned off my own audio. My leg did it. Okay, so that's 30 heavy oil residue. And then this thing needs 30 extra. So now it shouldn't starve these machines too much. And these machines are making over, though, so that should be a bit different, too. Uh-oh. I think I just realized something else. Because if that's 60, that's 120. I think we're fine for the 300 pipes. But yeah, I'd love it if there were Oompa Loompas in this game that could maintain the machines for me. See, why are you not doing that? You should be. My power got worse. How does that happen? See, and then it's going to go down. whole idea of these... Okay, so... This machine's doing fine. This machine's doing fine. Oh, see, that could be it. I think I know what's going on. I keep saying that. I don't think it means what I think it means. Should check each cog of the machine before redesigning the system. Gotta figure out what went wrong before you make it worse. The more complicated the system, the longer you need to check everything. True that, true that. Okay, so that's that. This one's further in the line, so maybe by having this one use up more, it'll do better. I want to see what this will do. Because see how fast it's filling up? It's actually further ahead in the line. So it might be better to have this one be the one that's overclocked. So back to what I was saying before, though, that's kind of already what I'm doing. Watch, it's going to get... Okay, so now it's running nothing. That's a problem. So that's kind of what I'm already doing. So I know that I'm not getting enough fuel to be able to run the machines. And somehow I think I made it worse. If I check right here, I'm short 150, but every once in a while it's dipping even lower. So what I'm doing is I'm checking this machine, and then I can say, okay, so the fuel's being made here from heavy oil fuel. Or, from heavy oil residue. So what's changing that could make it not do so good? And then I can say, like, okay, well, right there, this one's keeps starving, so then it's shutting off the machine. So then I can go down here to this floor and then say, okay, are any of these guys not running that would make it not run in particular? And then I can say, okay, so this is 25, 50 oil residue. And then each one of these is 20, so if there's 140... Wait. Did I do my math correctly? Yeah, 20 times 8, that's 160. That's 210. That doesn't fill up this pipe too much. So I know that this one should be running pretty good. Then I can say, okay, so this one's not. The only other thing I can say that I might end up doing that might help would be to check this line to see if these are choking at all. Because maybe by improving head lift here, I can get it to where it's not choking the machines as much, maybe? Okay, so see, this one's running at 90. The only other thing I can think about is, what if I do this? And I overclock it at 110. Because that wouldn't be so much that it's, that means that theoretically I should be getting a backing then of heavy oil residue. You know, before I forget, let's go check down here too. So the plastic's not backing up, so that's fine. And the rubber's not backing up, so that's fine. See, this is choking again. I think head lift is one of my largest problems, and the really sad part about it is that the other one that I have that's not this is actually probably one of the easier setups to do. After 2 hours of tinkering with this, what do you think the most appropriate title for the video should be? I'm still setting up fuel power, so I'm good with that, but... Oh, see? Okay, cool. So this is... That stuff's backed up. It's still working with fuel power, so it really doesn't change the title of it. It's just unfortunate. See, this was the easier one because it's flat, so I don't need to worry so much about this, and then... Like this, everything here worked so well. But if you notice, I use the higher pipes, so it has a higher rate. But same thing. So this one used 40. So this one still created 120 fuel. Oh, come on. And it works flawlessly, so that's different. Hey, look at that, 300. Or 3,000. Is it going to be constant, though? It's not wavering. It's not wavering. And boom. So everything's working. So after over 2 hours of tinkering, this is operational. It's working. My biggest problem seems to be head lift, which, because of the higher machine, it really does not like head lift. So that's different. But yeah, so that fixed that one. And the consuming is the only one that's probably really not working. And if anybody, now that I got that working, I'm going to show everybody the reason why I have the fuel pump on a separate switch. So this is the fuel pump, right? I'm going to laugh if this is off right now. Oh. That's operational. Okay. Did I cross my wires somewhere? I might have. Oh, yeah, that makes sense now. Okay, so if anybody wants to see the reason why I built in... Well, that's a goof thing to do. Okay, so... So basically what happens is that because of the way that this thing works, if I have this guy off, it turns off the generator pumps. Without the pumps to put fuel up to the generator, it should shut off these things. That blast came from the Death Star. This thing's operational, right? I'm going to turn on the pumps right now, though, just to keep everything working. But the whole basic idea is that by shutting off these fuel pumps, that should make it so no more fuel goes to the generators. It turns off the generators. Oh, see, now everything's acting silly. Okay, so, yeah, everything's slowly starting to come back to life. Okay, so that's cool. I'm not going to mess too much with turning off everything right now, though, but... It does lead everything to an interesting conclusion. Anyway, I'm going to call it quits for right now. Thank you so very much, everybody, for watching. Thank you so much, Quill Scroll, for joining me in chat. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. And Okay, nobody's perfect. Fine, whatever. I get it. Thank you, machine, for humbling me. So, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Have a wonderful day. I will see everybody in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye. Oh, one more thing, too. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, please don't forget to hit subscribe. It really helps the channel out, and it lets you know the next time that I'm live streaming. Super cool. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye.